The Marlins back in Montreal, and Felipe Alou saying, I don't think we're out of this pennant race, are we? Pat Rapp on the mound for the Fighting Fish. Marquise Grissom going to test out Gary Sheffield's arm. Sheffield would re-injure his right shoulder, listed as day-to-day. He had 2 errors on the day. In the 5th, 3-1 Marlins. Looks like the bases are loaded, Keith, for Larry Walker. Chuck Carr got a bad jump. It turned over the wrong shoulder. 3-run double, 4-3 Expos. We would go to the 9th, tied at 4, and Carr would get his revenge. The suicide squeeze, Darryl Whitmore scores. Actually, he's bunting for a base hit there. As fast as he is, Team Teal wins it by the final of 5-4. Brian Harvey got the final 3 outs for his 31st save. Florida finished July 9-18. The first month they didn't have double-digit victories.
For the Expos and the Mets in a game filled with defense. Top of the 8th, the Mets are up 4-2, and he's trying to run, and he's nailed. Moises Alou gets Jeff Kent. More D in the 9th. Marquise Grissom will challenge the arm of Darren Fletcher. Marquise, thanks for playing our game. Final play of the game, Tim Spears on second, John Franco facing Will Cordero. It's to third. Watch how many people touch the ball on this play. Benita Murray to Kent, to Hundley. Oh, boy. Somebody put a tag on him. Thank you. How did that play go? 5-3-4, 2-5-1-5. Do not try and dial that number. Guaranteed wrong number. Kent had another good day. 3 for 3. Benia Orsolak, 2.
Constantly on Fark. So bottom of the 5th, game tied at 1-1 on for Ron Gant against Jeff Fassero. That's out of here. Ron Gant, 27 home runs this year. Braves lead 3-1. But Les Expos don't quit. Who else? Number 33. The big kid, the former hockey goalie, the amateur magician himself, Larry Walker, takes Steve Avery over the wall, his 15th of the year, and the Braves lead down to 3-2. In the 9th, who's the closer for the Braves? Is it Mike Stanton? Is it Jay Howell? It's Greg McMichael, the rookie who made the team out of Double-A and Triple-A ball last year, facing Darren Fletcher, a looper to left field. Dave Justice on his on his belt to make the great catch. Hey, it's the Nolan Ryan thing all over again. The toast of baseball. What does that tell you? 3-2 the final. Avery's 12-4 in his 16 decisions. In his 24 starts, the Braves are 19-5. In other words, statistically, the Braves are better off if Avery starts and does not get the game.
Catcher, probably Darren Dalton, who was a hitter against Montreal on Tuesday night. Home run number 21 of the year for Dutch. Game tied at 1. Bottom 3 still 1-1, 2 on for Dave Hollins. Shot to left field. Going to stay fair? Well, we're showing the highlights, so of course it did. 2 for 3 night for Hollins, 3 RBI. Dykstra scores another run. Phillies 3-1. Next hitter, Dalton again. Mike Lansing, error 20 on the year. Hollins scores, Phillies 4-1, enough for Curt Schilling, who pitched well and got some help from some bonehead base running by Moises Alou. The single to left is fine. Heads up play here. John Kruk sneaks behind him. Inky caught him off guard. Kruk got him to fall down. The Phillies win 5-2. 5-hitter for Schilling, 6th complete game of the year. The Expos are now 11 back.
At 5, but he didn't get any help from the man they call Inky. With the Phils down 2-0, Incaviglia goes deep, his 21st of the year. Still in the 3rd, Felipe Alou didn't call this pitch for Lenny Dykstra. Lenny's 13th of the year with Kevin Stocker aboard. Philly up 3-2. But top of the 6th, Moises Alou puts Montreal ahead 5-4 with his 15th dinger of the year with 2 men aboard. We're tied at 5, though, in the bottom of the 9th. That's when the Phillies always seem to find a way in the 9th. John Wetland's pitch to Mariano Duncan. The ground ball, and Will Cordero can't find it. Milt Thompson scores. He got on with a walk in the 9th, and it turned out to be the winning run for the Phillies as they win it 6-5. Jim Eisenreich also homered for the Phils. For Dykstra, 2 ribbies, 2 runs scored, 2 hits. Dennis Martinez, what the Fanatic was doing, tied at 3 in the 4th. 1 on for Moises Alou, and Alou with a double off Tommy Green. Mike Lansing comes in to score. Green giving up 4 runs in 4 innings. But the Phils tied the game in the 7th, and Kevin Stocker snapping an 0-for-14 slump. Drives in Wes Chamberlain. He also had 2 hits, Chamberlain did. Phils were up by 1, and then Dave Hollins puts the game away for the Phillies with his 13th home run of the year. Phillies win it 7-4, but Stocker, the hero, despite his 2 errors as he drove in the game-winning run. It's easy to see why the Spos were swept. The 2 players that carry them, Marquise Grissom and Larry Walker, 2 for 22 in this series.
Chasing Philadelphia. Defense, the story of the day. Larry Walker. Todd Zeile, resurrecting his career this year. Walker says, whatever you can do, Todd, I can do better. Tom Pagnozzi gets ripped off here of extra bases with 2 men aboard. Moise Alou, he's had a hot bat the second half of the season. Check out the arm here in the fourth. Back through the box by Ray Langford. Ozzy's going to test him, and Moise gets his man. Then in the fifth, Rene Arocha, Cards pitcher, the single to center. Brian Jordan says, I don't think I learned anything from Ozzy getting thrown out. I'll test him. 11 outfield assists this season for Alou. That is 4th best in the National League. And you thought Larry Walker was tremendous out there. Gil Heredia's first start since June 7th proves fruitful. St. Louis lost 4 of 7 on the road trip. Mark.
Expos and Cubs from Wrigley. No score in the 4th. Ken Hill facing Sammy Sosa. And it looks like Sosa does the facing here. A blast to left, his 29th homer, 3rd in 4 games, 1-0 Cubbies. Expos load the bases in the 9th from Moise Alou. Jose Batista gets Alou swinging. Batista's first save of the year. So the Cubs win it 2-0. Greg Hibbard, the star, 8 1/3 with 4 hits. Cubs manager Jim Lefevre said the boos from the crowd didn't bother him while he was changing pitchers. He said he was booing himself. Batista actually came in to relieve Randy Myers, who continues to slump. He's blown his last 3 save opportunities and pitched a simulated inning before the game. Mark Grace came up with the catch, though, of the game. Grace and Steve Lake converge. Grace makes the play. Top of the 7th, 4-2 Spos. Runner on 1st and 2nd. Cubs self-destruct. Facero bounces one under Ray Sanchez's glove. Next batter, Randy Reddy. Room service ground ball. Sanchez throws it right into right field. 2 runs come home. The route is on. Later in the inning, bases loaded again. Darren Fletcher, the drive to left. Candy Maldonado under it, drops it, bases cleared. 6 runs on 1 hit and 3 Cub errors in the inning. So the Spos roll by a score of 10-2 for Jeff Facero, as we told you. His first big league complete game on the 6-hitter. Randy Reddy homered on the game's very first pitch. See, top of the 1st, this is John Roper. Had some problems with his location. Walked Marquise Grissom and walked Randy Reddy and John Vanderwall. Pitch number 17 for Roper. 13 of them were balls, 16 of them fastballs. Also a fastball. Walker deposited it over the center field fence. His first career grand slam. The Spos win it by a score of 6-3. After the game concerning him.
Some plot to steal the Gatorade bucket? We don't know. Well, maybe we'll find out later in the show. Sean Berry against Bobby Ayala. Berry, the shot to right. Reggie Sanders misplays it. John Vanderwall and Larry Walker score. Here comes the drama. Berry trying for the inside the park home run. Will he get it? There's not even a play at the plate. Dennis Martinez, meantime, on the mound, gets some help. Mike Lansing, that diving stop, then gets up and makes the great throw. John Vanderwall, the nice scoop. Expos go on to beat Davies' team 7-2. 6 RBIs for Berry, a career high. This is a guy who's trying to get that starting job at 3rd, and he sure staked his claim Sunday. Dennis Martinez, the benefactor, winning his first game since the break.
2 outs in the 6th inning, and Kirk Reeder will help himself. The liner comes right back at him. He turns and throws. That's 2 outs. There's the tag for the triple play. Let's take one more look at it. Add it up at home. You'll see it is 1, 2, and 3. The last time the Cubs hit into a triple play, 1989 against the Expos. Expos win it 1-0, their first triple play since September of 91. Yeah, you know, that's what happens. As for hitting stars, there weren't many. Aside from Spears' 3 hits, Grissom and Alou each had 1. No one else hit safely for Montreal. Chris? The Expos making news off the field, of course, but playing on it against the Cubs. Bottom 1, they're up 1-0. Larry Walker adding to the lead. His 19th double of the season, 2 score. It's 3-0. Top 5th, Glenn Allen Hill at the plate. Cubs trail 4-0, and he takes Jeff Facero the opposite way. That's his first home run in the National League. Cubs close it to 4-2. In the 8th, though, they're loaded, and Marquise Grissom seals the deal with his 2-run single. The Expos go up by 4. They win 7-3. Grissom 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. In 9 starts, Facero is 4-2 with an ERA of 1.75. The rest of the staff has also stepped up, and that may make the loss of Martinez easier to take. Pitching coach Joe Kerrigan said, with the advancement of our
Astros in Montreal. That's where Canadian native Larry Walker, the league leader in assists, was looking for his 13th in a scoreless game in the 5th. Swindell with a single to right off Ken Hill. Andujar Cedeno tries to score from 2nd, but wait a minute, this is lucky 13 for Mr. Walker. Bottom of the 5th, 2 on for Marquise Grissom. And Grissom hits a 2-out full count pitch by Greg Swindell for his 14th home run of the year. 3-0 Expos. Grissom, part of an Expo outfield that leads the league in RBI. They hang on to win it 3-2. John Wetland got in and out of trouble for his 31st save. Ken Hill picking up just his second win in 13 starts.
Montreal and Colorado. As we go to Mile High Stadium, and we see that Andres Galarraga gets called out, and he doesn't like it. He shows up the ump, and the ump shows him the door. How about some Rockies futility? A botched Rockies rundown. Castilla can't tag the runner, and then Randy Reddy says, well, I bet you can't get me at home either. No. The Expos win it 6-1. Darren Fletcher drove in 3 runs. Jeff Facero wins his 3rd in a row. The Expos have won 5 in a row to take over 2nd place now from St. Louis. The Expos now 9.5 behind the Phillies. Phil's magic number is 22.
Expos and Rockies, rough night for Roberto Mejia. It's a fair catch. Everybody get away. Roberto, get the ball. Forgot all about it. Things didn't get any easier, although you can say he kept his eye on the ball on that play. Rocky for Mejia. Expos rookie Will Cordero had no problem. Drove in 4 runs, including this 2-run shot off of Greg Harris. Montreal, no fair catches. They put up 2 touchdowns, win 14-3. Over 46,000 on hand to watch. So home and away, more than 6 million fans have seen the Rockies play baseball this season.
Only way that is acceptable. Ken Bottenfield making his first start against his old team. First inning, 1 on, 1 out. Larry Walker greets him, says, hey, how you doing? 17th home run of the year. A long one to left, 2-0 Expos after just 4 batters. Meanwhile, Dennis Martinez cruising early. And he gets Danny Schaefer, the high junk in the 2nd. Martinez retired his first 14 batters. El Presidente at the plate, not the same. Expos win it by a score of 11-3. Expos outscore the Rocks 25-6 the last 2 days. 4 ribbies for Larry Walker. Sean Berry, 2 solo shots. So Martinez wins his 2nd straight since the nix of the trade to the Braves.
For the top of the 8th, Tim Scott pitching to Joe Girardi. Rondell White just brought up from AAA with a diving effort to left, makes the catch, but dislocates his pinky finger. Ouch. Bottom of the 8th, score tied at 3. 1 out, Marquise Grissom comes through, tags a single off Bruce Ruffin to score Joe Siddle, and the Expos win at 4-3. They've won 10 of 11. They won 13 out of 15. They have a 3-game set with the Phillies later this month in Montreal, and they trail by 8.5. Remember 64, it ain't over yet. Oh, by the way, over 40,000 fans Monday in Montreal. Oh, look what the Expos did. After Lou Frazier tripled to lead off the bottom of the 1st against the Rockies, Marquise Grissom grounds to short. Vinny Castilla throws home in time, but Joe Girardi, he can't hang on. 1-0 Montreal. Bottom of the 7th, Expos up 4-1. Mo Sanford on relief, and Orestes Marrero, a 2-run homer to right center. His first Major League dinger. Marrero gets the high 5. And they know Philly is coming in next weekend, don't they? Kirk Reeder gets the win. He's 7-0 since being called up. The Expos have won 12 out of 13. They only drew 10,700 Wednesday night. Shame, shame, shame. But they only trail the Phillies by 6.5. This weekend, the Phillies entertain Houston. The Expos entertain the Reds.
The throw home, and Marquise Grissom is in. Expos get 5 in the 3rd. It's 5-zip. With the lead, 8-1, Mark Whitten starts to come back from the right side, then from the left. The first Cardinal did a home run since Ted Simmons in '79 from both sides of the dish. Bottom 9, 2 outs. Cardinals threatening. Here comes Rondell White.
Rondell White por feo match long.
And they are feeling it. Total of 29 hits in the game. Several guys with big nights. Grissom, a couple hits, 2 runs, 2 ribbies. Cordero, 3 hits, 2 ribbies for the Cardinals. Jeffries, 4 for 5, 3 RBI.
Felipe Alou directing traffic. Moise Alou, his son, in left, looking to press dad with defense, robbing the wizard, Ozzie Smith. Top of the 6th, 3-1 Expos. 1 on with Rene Arocha pitching for St. Louis. Sean Berry doubles the 3rd Expo double of the inning. 3rd 2-bagger, and the Expos get 3 runs in. They lead the game 4-1. Bottom of the 6th, though, 4-2 Expos. The Cardinals have 2 out, bases loaded for Greg Jeffries, who singles to right, scoring Ray Lankford and Luis Alicea. We're tied at 4 after 6. Still tied at 4 into the bottom of the 9th. 2 on. Bernard Gilkey against Jeff Shaw. Game is on the line. Jeffries had a big night. Yes, we see that. And here's Gilkey taking Shaw up the middle. Jeffries, I said he had a big night, scores the winning run, no throw from center field. And so the St. Louis Cardinals come from behind to beat Montreal by a score of 5-4. The current National League East standings. The Phillies increase their light. 3-1 Expos in the 5th. Mark Whitten changes that, though, with a man on. He stands and admires his handiwork. Homer number 25 to tie the game at 3. In the 6th, though, man on 3rd for Marquise Grissom. Hits the fly to center. Now, Mark Whitten, he's got no chance to get the runner at 3rd. Lansing, he scores easily. But look at the throw. Watch this anyway. On the fly. Now, if you You got to turn your eyes. This is Moise Alou. If you don't want to see something ugly, he rounds first base, and watch what happens to his left leg. Turn your eyes, please. How bad was that? Look at the reaction. The second base umpire, Bill Hahn, Luis Alicea of the Cardinals. A compound fracture of the left leg, a terrible dislocation of the ankle. Moise Alou's season is done. That's awful. Expos, the good news, they've won 17 out of 19. They cut the Phillies' lead to 5 in the East. The bad news, Alou is gone. That's 18 homers and 85 RBIs out of your lineup. Let us hope he...
Close game of the fourth. Otis Nixon's grounder appears to be a force out at third on Lemke, except rookie umpire Larry Vanover missed the call. Watch again. Remember, this is just a force out. They called him safe. Can you believe it? They gave Mike Lansing an error, and then the wheels came off. 2 batters later, Ron Gant rips a double off Ken Hill, scoring 2. It was a 7-3 Brave lead. And then in the 5th, Terry Pendleton, his second home run of the night, 16 for the season, a 9-3 Brave lead, bases loaded. Fred McGriff up, out, gone. A grand slam, 5th of his career, 35th homer of the season, making a difference in the Braves. Maybe worthy now of sealing the deal in the National League West, 18-5. The 18 runs a new Brave road record. Smoltz joins Glavine, Maddox, and Avery with at least 15 wins, something a Braves team hasn't done since 19. Rondell White with a broken bat single that scores Marquise Grissom. Remember White in the lineup because of the injury to Moise Alou, out for the year. Top of the second, 2-0 Expos. Pendleton's at second. Facero gets David Justice swinging, and then Damon Berryhill goes down. The Braves leave Pendleton stranded. Bottom of the third, 2-0 Expos when Rondell White takes Avery deep, up, out, gone. His home run makes it a 3-0 Expo lead. He hates when that happens. Top of the fourth, 4-0 Montreal. Ron Gant is at third, nobody out again. Facero comes through, this time getting Fred McGriff. Next batter, Pendleton, and he's caught looking. Gant later scored on a Berryhill single. The Braves' only run of the game as Facero struck out 11, a career high for him, winning his 12th game of the year as Steve Avery denied his 17th victory, and the Braves lose ground as the Giants won. So
best in the NL. He's trailing 1-0, and Sean Berry, base hit, Ron Ganton left, and here comes Larry Walker, and he's coming in hard, and Berryhill's at the plate, and the throw is there, and Walker is gone. Top of the 5th, 1-0 Expos. Still, infield is in, runners on second and third, and Nixon to Delino to Shields. Can he come home? No, he can't. Berryhill scores, and it's tied at 1. Next batter, Jeff Blauser to DeShields. This time the throw is there, and Orestes Morera is off the bag. Lemke scores 2-1. 3 batters later, Dave Justice. He is on fire. And he goes deep. And this one will hit off the wall over the head of Walker. It clears the bases. He had 2 doubles. Justice has 113 RBIs. He's tied with Gant for the team and the league lead. Maddox getting some great support. Terry Pendleton smothers it. The throw is in time, and the Braves win it by a score of 6-3. And you know what? Just how the Braves drew it up last month when Thigpen trade. Martinez pitched, and Atlanta won. Maddox wins his 7th straight game. Braves 98 wins, tying their...
The Expos picked up a game on the Phillies with their win at Shea in front of a few more crazies. Top of the third, Tim Sphere in a scoreless contest, but he changed that. Solo shot. Hit. Fail. 1-0 Montreal. And the Expos were getting the defense as well. Rondell White, flat out. He's been playing some fantastic baseball for Montreal, filling in for the injured Moise Alou and helping the Expos beat the Mets on Saturday. And how about those Mets? 102 losses. First time that's happened since '65. Expos win, but they really need Larry Walker to break.
Expos at the Marlins. Pat Rapp on the mound for the Marlins, and sit down Marquise. Rapp pitched 8 innings, allowed only 4 hits. Delino to Shields with some great D. The flip to Mike Lansing for the double play. And bottom of 2, no score. Jeff Conine singles up the middle, scoring Henry Cota. Marlins up 1-0. Chuck Carr then chucks it from center. Here's the throw. Sean Berry trying to score from second. Rob Nadel holds on, out. Marlins win 3-1. Benito Santiago is out for the season with a cyst on his hand. And reportedly, Marlins third baseman Gary Sheffield has agreed to a 4-year contract extension worth $22.5 million. That makes Gary the big fish.
Shy of 100 wins in both leagues, and Martinez had his stuff going for the century. Brett Barbary strikes out. The perfect game into the 6th. Rich Renneria. Looks like the game's going to stay perfect, but Cordero's throw is short. Cliff Floyd can't handle it. El Presidente nearly El Perfecto. Still a no-hitter into the 7th, and Barbary breaks that up with a single to right. Martinez gave up a 2-run triple to Sheffield later in the inning. It's 3-2 Expos in the 8th, and Cordero to center. And Chuck Carr, maybe the catch of the year. Bottom 9th, Whitland on a save it for Martinez, and Orestes Destrada gets under it. Flies out to end the game. Martinez's wife and fans see him get his 100th National League game in style. Expos win at 3-2. Martinez 7 2/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. He's now on 208 games, moving past Bob Lemon on the all-time list in 81st place. Elsewhere, the fishbowl we go. Handing the shots early, Gary Sheffield. Gary Sheffield struggled, had 3 errors in this game. Marlins put some runs on the board. That is Curtis Pride, pinch hitting. Over the wall and right with a runner on first, and the Expos win it 5-3. Marlins manager Rene Lachemann said about Sheffield's 3 errors, he will not play third the rest of the way. Sheffield said the fans who were booing him will be cheering him next season.